How does this country attempt to prevent desertification and build a green paradise like no other? How is this country transforming one of the driest places on Earth into a lush forest? Witness the massive effort aimed at changing the look of China's landscapes, protecting its important farmlands, and inspiring a greener future. Stay tuned for an incredible video into the heart of the Great Green Wall. China has doubled down on its efforts to do well in the long-term historical goal of the 3 North Shelter Belt Forest Program in order to stop sandstorms and soil erosion in its northern area. After more than 40 years of hard work, China has made great strides in avoiding and stopping desertification. This has led to a historic change in key places. Xi talked about these accomplishments at a symposium held during his inspection. He stressed the change from sand forcing humans to retreat to trees forcing sand to retreat. China, which has been around for 5,000 years and has a big population, has been hit hard by drought. But in China's dry areas, greenery is becoming more and more common to see in recent years. In 1978, the Chinese government made a big choice to build the 3 North Shelter Belt Forest Program to slow the spread of deserts and improve the climate. This project was the first step in building the largest man-made natural forest belt in human history. Xi talked about the decrease in desertification, the efficient control of wind, sand, and soil erosion, and the improvement of the law system to avoid and control desertification. Chinese people have come to understand how important this example is after fighting against drought for 4 decades. Many people, including farmers, local government officials, and ecologists, have worked hard to stop deserts from getting worse. The Xinhua Forest Farm was started in 1960. In the 1970s, crops that had just started to grow were often buried by sandstorms in the spring and fall. The farm took steps to control the sand because it knew it was important to protect the fields. Du thought of a 20-meter-tall poplar tree on the farm that had been planted when the TSFP started in 1978. This tree is now what Du calls an old friend. With help from the project and money from the state, the farm brought in good tree species from other countries and worked with local species to plant a lot of trees and limit the sand. Over the course of 3 generations, foresters worked on a total of 39,000 MU, or about 2,600 hectares of land, planting 4.3 million trees. In the 1960s, sand covered 21,500 MU, but now it only covers 0.5 million MU. According to the press department of the Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region, the rate of forest coverage has gone from 25.6% in 2012 to 65% right now. Today, the forest farm is full of Sophora elapicuroides, which are white flowers. Du says that farmers often say, where the Sophora elapicuroides grow, you can open up the land to grow crops, which shows how much the farm soil has improved. Du said that the goal of the people who work at the forest farm has changed from planting trees to taking care of and managing the trees. They get money from different sources, like raising seedlings, protecting forest trees, and breeding seeds, with the goal of making the forest farm grow in a way that is both sustainable and high quality. The Xinhua Forest Farm is a great example of how China is trying to stop erosion and plant trees. There are 292 state-owned forest farms in Inner Mongolia that are like Xinhua. From 1978 to 2020, the area built 119 million MU as part of the 3 North Shelter Belt Forest Program. This was 25.1% of the total work done across the country. The Xinhua Forest Farm and the Chinese Academy of Forests Desert Forestry Experimental Center recently signed a deal to work together on a wide range of projects. The goal of their work is to set up a model forest farm and improve the protection and control of desertification as a whole, which will help speed up the building of the TSFP. The TSFP, which stretches over 4,400 kilometers from east to west, began in 1978 when China's reform and opening up process began. Du said that the Communist Party of China set its goals for the year 2050, which showed the party's strategic planning and historical vision. Du said with confidence, "We foresters will keep working hard to build an even stronger Great Green Wall and natural security shield in northern China." In the past, generations of farmers in China worked hard to protect the deserts. Through their efforts, huge areas of incurable sand dunes slowly gave way to hope. This hope comes from not only the growth of saplings into trees, but also the fact that more and more informed young people are taking over the work of the older group to protect the desert. The main goal of these young people is to create new tools to stop deserts from getting worse. In an interview with the Global Times, Li Ting, the technical manager of the Engineering and Technology Department at Elian Resources Group, said, "I've been working in the desert for 10 years. During that time, China moved into the new era, where building an ecological civilization is at a level that has never been seen before." After Li graduated from college in 2014, he moved to the Kabuchi Desert. Li and his friends have made maps of more than 1 million mu of sand over the course of 10 years. When they worked in the desert in the past, they had to deal with problems like flat tires, falling off sandhills, and sore feet. But as science and technology got better, Li said goodbye to the time of hand-drawn maps. In 2017, the company made measuring drones, which Li can use to fly into the desert and do mapping work. Foresters used to say that planting a tree requires bowing 3 times. Tree workers often had back pain because they had to bend over in the sand to dig holes, place trees, and water them. Li says that the process of ecological government has made big steps forward thanks to the constant improvement of reforestation technology, such as planting trees with drones. In the Kabuchi Desert, where Elian Resources Group has a deal, the amount of plant life has gone from less than 3% 30 years ago to 65% now. During his visit to the Xinhua Forest Farm, Xi said, "Researchers should base their work on the reality of our country, turn practical knowledge into theses, and become real PhDs and experts that the party and the people need." Today, each year, young people bring new life to the Kabuchi Desert. These desert control experts set up tents and do tests in the desert's empty areas to learn how the desert works and combine theory and practice. They are proud of the fact that every fading desert and every new oasis they see is a link in the global village's shared fate. During the 2022 China Arab States Summit, Elian made a deal with the Saudi Vegetation Development and Desertification Control Center to help Saudi Arabia plant 10 billion trees. In Saudi Arabia, Elian is starting to grow 100 million saline alkali seeds that can handle heat and dryness. Li also said that Elian is looking into ways to spread the Kabuchi Sand Control Plan to Mongolia and other countries along the Belt and Road Initiative. Several generations of young people in China have worked for decades to come up with a way to stop erosion that is uniquely Chinese and can be used all over the world. This plan is spread across continents and seas, giving countries and areas that deal with sandstorms hope and a sense of well-being. Deserts in China are now full of lush greenery, which is a sign of wonder and hope. As we come to the end of this video of China's Great Green Wall, we ask you to share your ideas and experiences in the section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more upbeat content.